Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Tea and Tarot Time with Julie. So grab yourself a cuppa or a glass of wine or a beer or whatever it is you want. Put your feet up. This is a timeless reading, so it's what do you need to know right now? And now being whenever you find this, whenever you click on it and it resonates. If it doesn't resonate today, it might not be for you. Or try again in a week or so. See if it resonates then. All right? All right then, my beautiful people. I'm Julie Poole. In case you didn't know and you're new, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm just getting over a cold, so I'm sounding a little bit nasally, but I feel fine now. So bear with the voice being a little bit. Yeah, all right. Okay, let's have a little look what's going on then. So I'm going to start with the animal oracle. All right, what do the collective need to know at this time, please? All right, this is for everybody. It's not a per sign reading. What do the people who are watching this need to know right now? Okay, we've got koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. With turtle, slow and steady wins the race. And eagle spirit, spirit has your back. All right, so very strong spiritual cards here. All right, spirit has a plan, spirit has your back. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, so there's no rush here. We're moving into 2026. And even though January is quite full on, all right, in a very positive way, we don't want to dive in the deep end. We want to go in the shallow end and make our way gradually towards that deeper end. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you do. You do. You do. All right, let's add in some tarot. What do you want to share? And we'll find out more about what this plan is that Spirit has for us. Okay, so what is the plan? Let's find out some more. So judgment. We're rising up from the ashes. We've got death in the center, so a big shift and change. We've got the devil energy here, the five of swords, bit of battle energy, the four of wands, which is beautiful, and the four of swords. We are taking a break, a step back. Okay, interesting. I'm liking this. All right. Now, let's pull this together. Oh, okay, they're saying they want something else. What do you want? One of these? Okay. All right, this is the Everyday Spirit Guide affirmation cards. And I think we want 2 or 3. Okay. We have joy, time to celebrate, focus, know what you want, and recycle. All right, where do you want me to start? Okay, let's look at recycle for a little minute. Okay, let me bring it up so you can see it. Old is the new. Give it another chance, revive it. All right, what do we need to revive? What do we need to bring back? That's interesting because, of course, we're in a new year. We're just finishing off, actually, the year of the snake until the middle of February. What's coming up? What needs to be looked at again? What needs to be given another chance? All right, so I'm just asking them about this. It's linking in with this focus. Know what you want. Believe you'll get it and manifest now. Now, I'm feeling intuitively that this recycle is about, and perhaps for many of you, an old dream, an old goal that you've perhaps given up on that wants to come back round and be looked at again. Now, I feel that this is more to do with a passion, a hobby, an interest, something that that excites you, something that you wanted to start and put down, or it didn't kind of take off before. Perhaps they're showing me somebody picking up a guitar and learning a guitar, or learning a language, or another musical instrument, or dance, or something. It's feeling like there's something that I really wanted to do and explore, and it didn't quite happen, and I've kind of given up on it. Now, this can also be to do with health and fitness. So anything like that you've perhaps started at the beginning of 2025 and it didn't kind of have legs, it didn't go anywhere, it just kind of fizzled out. I want you to bring it back and recycle it and see if it feels right to do it now. And this is a random image. They're just showing me a chessboard and somebody playing chess, all right? So you might have decided that you're going to learn chess and you're going to join a chess club, and then it didn't quite happen and you've given up on that, all right? These are sort of random examples, but use whatever example is right for you. But we're bringing something back. Focus, know what you want, believe that you can have it and manifest it now, because it's going to bring you joy. It's going to increase the joy that you already have. Life can very often be very hard and heavy and responsible and grown up. And of course, those things need to be, dealt with and looked at. And, that's life, isn't it? But alongside that, there's also the things that give us pleasure and give us joy. And we don't tend to focus on those so much. We forget about those. And those are the things that we want to bring in. Yes, we've got the grown-up stuff, but we also want to bring in the play, the fun, the joy. So anything like that, I want you to just have a little look at your life just right now for a little minute and ask yourself, where is the joy in my life? Is it all work, rest, go to sleep, get up, rinse, repeat? Where is the fun? Where is the play? Because they want you to bring that back, okay? And it might have been years since I used to go to the social club and dance every Saturday, and I stopped doing that 10 years ago. Let's pick it back up. Let's bring some joy back into life, all right? So now I want to stay with this recycle, they're saying, all right? Old is the new, give it another chance. Now, what I don't want to do with this card, with the devil sitting there, is to recycle an old relationship that was toxic and restricting and say, oh, give them another chance. No, we're not talking about that. We don't want to give toxicity another chance. We want that to go on out. We've got the death card, all right? So, we're not talking about bringing back an ex that broke your heart. We're not talking about bringing back anything that it was addictive, toxic, painful. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about anything that's going to activate joy within you, that is helpful and supportive. Now, because we've got Spirit has a plan with the Judgment card, Judgment is the rising up, the rebirth, a fresh start, a new beginning. So there is a fresh start here, which we can see. It's January, right? Whenever you're finding this, it's probably going to be in the next few weeks during January. We are in this rebirth energy. We are in a fresh new beginning. What we're doing with that Judgment card is looking at what is done, what is finished, what is no longer for me, and I can let that go. I can release those restrictions and I can rise up into a new beginning. Now, Spirit has a plan. It's often a surprise. I thought I was going this way and oh, I'm being diverted. I'm going over here. So we're going to use that focus and say, right, well, if I'm really set on that path and it feels right and it's flowing, then I'm trusting that that's the right path for me. But if I just keep hitting roadblock after roadblock, then it's perhaps not. Perhaps Spirit has a plan that I'm better off on that path. So I'm going to feel into that and I'm going to trust. But there's a little bit of conflict about that Five of Swords. I wanted to go this way. I wanted that job and I didn't get it. Or I wanted that house and I didn't get it. Right, but Spirit has a plan. There's something better for you. There's something that is more aligned with you. So try, and I know it's not easy, but try to drop the resistance, all right, that things are not going your way, that, that's not my plan. Just trust, right? Just trust that Spirit has a plan that are moving you in the direction that is right for your soul, for your higher self, for your long-term good. So we're focusing on allowing ourselves to set the focus, right? But if I feel I need to be diverted or things are not working out in that direction, it's okay to go in a different way. And it's going to be better, not worse. Now, part of this is this turtle spirit of slow and steady wins the race. We right, I'm just listening to what they're saying. Once we focus on a goal, we want it and we want it as quickly as possible. And that's understandable, right? Especially after, we've been through challenges. It's like there's the thing that's going to be so much better and so much easier, and I want it now, right? But Spirit is saying, just go slow and steady. Let it unfold. Let the old finish first before the new begins. Because we've got the death card here, which is endings, transitions, transformations, that perhaps there's something that's not quite finished off yet and it needs to be fully finished before we can move on. They're just showing me a house with a front door and a back door opposite, and both of them being open will create a backdraft and they'll slam and possibly break the door. Whereas if we make sure the back door is closed before we open the front door, then everything is fine, everything flows. So this is a time where we are, first of all, trusting that Spirit has a plan, that we're allowing ourselves to trust that plan, to go with it, to allow ourselves to rise up into something new. This is a rebirth, there is something new. Not resist it, not argue with it, not like, I wanted this, and it's just like, okay, Spirit's got a plan for me. Slow and steady, we're going to make sure we finished off what needs to be finished off, and then we can move forward. Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a wonderful card. Now here's the joy, which we have over here. This is upgrades, improvements, something better, right? And that something better may not be what you thought it would be, but it is better for you. Now this can be a new home, improving the home you've got. This is promotions and expansions and bonuses and all sorts of lovely things at work. This is things taking off and going to the next level. So they're going to unfold, and it's going to unfold over, I feel, the next 6 weeks. By the time we get into the second half of February, everything will be where it needs to be. So we're just trusting and flowing. Now, there's a separate message here for those of you trying to move home, trying to sell your home, and it hasn't quite hit yet. I want you to ask yourself if you have finished off everything that needs to be finished off in that home. Houses, flats, apartments, whatever the home is, they have energy, they hold energy. And when you're moving, I want to say goodbye to your home energetically. Thank it for having you. Thank it for holding you in that space safely for however long you've been there. And then tell the house, and I know this sounds bonkers, tell the house, I'm ready to move on now. There's a lovely new family going to move in here and they're going to love you like I used to, but it's time for me to go and love a different house now. You kind of are letting go of the house. That's a message for somebody they've asked me to share, but that helps release the energy. The death is that transformation. What are we releasing? Now, Spirit has your back. Eagle Spirit is the highest energy of all of the birds because eagle flies highest to the sun. It is the most spiritual bird, if you like. This is the closest to the sight, the energy of Spirit can see what you can't see. They can see further ahead than you can. They know the right path for you. So this is where we're trusting. They have your back. They're going to help you and support you and protect you, and they're not going to let you fall. But there's something here with the devil energy, which is your fears and restrictions, where you feel trapped and stuck, where you feel beholden, where you feel something or someone or some situation or habit or behavior is holding you back. This is the time you are fully stepping away from it. So the Four of Swords is that retreat, rest, reboot. Don't need that anymore. I'm done with that now. Now, especially this time of year where people are really working to overcome addictions and habits and behaviours. that you are really stepping away from toxic people, toxic substances. You may well have quit alcohol doing dry January, or trying to do 3 months or a year. You're really coming away from unhealthy habits and behaviors, eating, drinking, sugars, all of the toxic stuff. You stepped away from it, and that is going to serve you so well going forward. Now, if you're struggling with this, as many people will be, all right, when we try to do something new, it feels alien, it feels difficult. A tip I would give you as an ex-therapist is to say, don't say to yourself, I'm giving something up, because immediately that makes you feel restricted and forced. And that's difficult energy then to work with. Instead, look at what you're gaining. Rather than what you're giving up, what are you gaining? I'm gaining health, I'm gaining sleep, I'm gaining a far better liver and body and energy and happiness. And this is what I'm gaining, and that will help you, okay? Now, we've also got a lot of sleep going on here with the Four of Swords. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I have been poorly. I've been sleeping for England over the last week, and that's brilliant. My body just needed it, and I allowed it to just do what it needed to do. So allow yourself. If you feel every part of you is saying, I just need to sleep, I need to rest, well, give yourself permission to do that. Stuff the dishes and the housework. Just step back. Just allow yourself to rest. It'll still be there tomorrow. Give your body what it needs. Now, this is also, this Four of Swords, a card of meditation and contemplation, retreat. So is there a person or situation that would really help you to step away from, even if it's for a short while? Whether that be family or a friendship or a job that you just need to step away from, do what you need to do for you. If you need to take a mental health day, if you need to, get the doctor to sign you off sick with stress, do what you need to do to step away from anything that is toxic. Because what that space, you're creating space here, what that space will do is help you to focus. Because when we're in it, we can't see the wood for the trees. We can't see the wood for the forest. We're too close. We step back, and then everything starts to come into perspective. That's when we then can step into, where is my joy? Where is my happiness? What am I letting go of? And this feels so right. And there's no rush. Slow and steady wins the race. Just allow yourself to know that you are moving into a better time, a better world, and a better life. So hang on in there. All right. Let's finish off with an angel message for you. If you are struggling, by the way, with this devil energy, which is about feeling trapped, I posted yesterday a video about feeling trapped and how to extricate yourself from toxic situations. So you may want to watch that one. All right. Okay. Let's see what the angels want to add. Final messages for the collective at this time, please. Angel whispers and letting go. See that this double message, well, triple message, with the judgment, which is rising up, the death card, the letting go, and the angels confirming. We're letting go of this devil energy, of restrictions, of toxicity, of bullying, all right, for some of you. It's time to let go. Release it. And who are we releasing it to? To God, to the angels, to Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Spirit has your back. The angels are there supporting you. But they whisper. They don't scream. They don't shout. So for us to hear our angels' guidance, then this is a perfect energy, this Four of Swords, to be able to hear, because we're quiet and we're allowing that space. And in that space, we can hear those whispers, those quiet little nudges coming into our energy, our ears, our thoughts, our heart. Listen to the heart, because that is the guidance that will serve you going forward. All right? All right, my beautiful people. That is what I have for you. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for joining me. I will see you again soon. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.